Welcome dear students and Jai Swaminarayan. In the previous class, we had discussed about the electricity, what is the electricity, why the electricity is a very important electric charge, that is the fundamental stone of the electricity, what are the different properties of the electricity, right? Then we study about the flow of the electric charge that constitutes the electric current. Electric current is the amount of the electric charge passing through the conductor per unit time is called the electric current. The instrument which measures the electric current is called the ammeter, right? Then we study about, then we will discuss about the electric potential and electric potential difference. So to flow a electric charge, the electric potential difference between the two ends of the conductor is necessary, right? So whenever we apply a different potential at the two end of the conductor, the electric charge is passing from the one end to the another end, and the electric current is constituted in a conductor, right? What are the different units of the electric current? What are the different units of the electric potential, right? That we were discussed in a previous lecture. Then we had discussed about a electric circuit, simple electric circuit, how we perform a simple electric circuit, how we join several components in the electric circuit. We had discussed in a previous lecture what are the symbol of the different component used in our daily life, right? To join the electric circuit, we had discussed in a previous lecture, right? So to perform the electric circuit, take a one cell, that is a pencil cell, right? And if we connecting these two end of the pencil cell, the electric current is constituted through the pencil cell. So if we consider this type of the simple electric circuit, the electric current is passing through this conducting wire. So take a one pencil cell that has a some amount of the potential difference, right? It has a some amount of the potential difference. So when we connecting this pencil cell with the conducting wire, we take any conducting wire as a copper wire, aluminum wire, steel wire, right? So when we connected this conducting wire between the two ends of the pencil cell, the electric charge is passing from the negative end to the positive end, and according to this, when the electric charge is passing through this conductor, electric current is passing through the conductor, right? So you can perform a simple circuit, right? But in this lecture we discuss about what amount of the electric current passing through the electric circuit. The electric current passing through the electric circuit depends on the watt factor. By performing several activities, and then after we study about Ohm's law, that is the most important point of the chapter, and that is the most important law of the electricity, that is a Ohm's law. So let's start our activity, that is performing a Ohm's law. So in the activity we take 4 cells each of a 1.5 volt. So take a 4 pencil cells each of a 1.5 volt potential difference. This one is the positive terminal, this one is the negative terminal. So first of all, the requirement is the take a 4 pencil cell each of the 1.5 volt. Then take a conducting wire of a nichrome. Nichrome is a alloy of a nickel, chromium, manganese and a iron. So take a one nichrome wire, right, of a length 0.5 meter. One ammeter. What is the use of the ammeter in the circuit? It is used to measure the electric current. Ammeter का use क्या है? It is used to measure the electric current. Take a one voltmeter, right? What is the use of the voltmeter? Voltmeter का use क्या है? तो voltmeter is used to measure the potential difference across the two end of the conductor. Here we take a one conductor of a nichrome wire. Nichrome is a alloy of a nickel, chromium, manganese and iron, right? So connect the circuit as shown in this, right? Take a one pencil cell, connect with the nichrome wire, connect with the emitter. So positive terminal, negative terminal connect with the switch. It provides the path of the electric current, and again the second end of the switch is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So first use only one cell, right? So first set up the circuit as shown in the figure, right? This type ऐसे हम एक सर्किट सेटअप कर देंगे, राइट? सर्किट में क्या क्या है, तो एक निक्रोम वायर है, राइट? वन निक्रोम वायर having a length 0.5 meter, ammeter that used to measure the electric current, right? Voltmeter that used to measure the potential difference across the conductor, right? First use only one cell as a source of the electric circuit, right? So when we connecting a one cell, right, it has a potential difference of a 1.5 volt. So potential difference across the conductor is a 1.5 volt, right? We measure this potential difference across the conductor through this voltmeter. So first use only one cell as a source of the circuit. पहले हम क्या करेंगे, एक ही सेल लेंगे, उसमें सर्किट को कनेक्ट करेंगे ऐसे, and note that the reading of the ammeter for the current and reading of the voltmeter V for the potential difference across the nichrome wire XY in the circuit, right? So क्या हम नोट करेंगे, करंट का रीडिंग कि कितना करंट पास हो रहा है उसमें और कितना पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है वो हम नोट करेंगे और उसको हम यहाँ टेबल में लिख देंगे. तो करंट थ्रू द निक्रोम वायर I, that is the reading of the ammeter, right? That is the reading of the ammeter, and potential difference across the wire, that is the reading of the voltmeter. So note down this reading in this table. So for example, if we connect a one cell, the potential difference across the voltmeter, the indication of the voltmeter, that is the potential difference across the wire, is a 1.5 volt. So you can write here a 1.5 volt. When we connected only one cell, the potential difference across the nichrome wire is a 1.5 volt. So write the reading of the voltmeter here, 1.5 volt, and say the current passing through the nichrome wire is a 0.15 ampere, right? So we write the second reading of a 0.15 ampere. यहाँ पे क्या लिख देंगे हम, 0.15 ampere. So same repetition. Next, connect the two cells in a circuit and note the corresponding reading of the ammeter and the voltmeter for the value of the current through the nichrome wire and the potential difference across the nichrome wire. Similarly हम क्या करेंगे, दो पेंसिल सेल को यूज करेंगे, दोनों को कनेक्ट कर दीजिए और उसको सर्किट में कंप्लीट करेंगे और उसके बाद ए मीटर का रीडिंग और वोल्ट मीटर का रीडिंग हम मेजर करें. ए मीटर का रीडिंग हमें बताएगा करंट की वैल्यू और वोल्ट मीटर का रीडिंग बताएगा पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की वैल्यू. से द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस of voltmeter reading is a 3.0 volt, right? Say this like for only example, it is not a proper value, right? So if the potential difference is increased from 1.5 to the 3.3 volt, right? So the current passing through the electric current is a 0.30 ampere. क्या होगा करंट की वैल्यू, 0.30 एम्पियर, राइट? सो ऐसे हम उसके बाद यही स्टेप्स हम रिपीट करेंगे 3 सेल के लिए. रिपीट द अबाउ स्टेप यूजिंग अ 3 सेल एंड देन 4 सेल सेपरेटली एंड नोट डाउन द ईच ऑफ value of the electric current passing through the nichrome wire and the potential difference across the nichrome wire. We write the both the value, right? The potential difference for the 3 cell is a 4.5 volt and the electric current passing through the conductor is a 0.45 ampere, right? And for the 4 cell, the value of reading is a 6 volt and the electric current passing through the conductor is a 0.6 ampere. 0.6 ampere. And then if we see the observation, all of you see this observation, as the potential difference across the nichrome wire is increases, the electric current passing through the nichrome wire is increases, right? So if we draw a graph of the electric potential versus the electric current, its graph look like a straight line. So from this activity we can conclude that, so as the potential difference across the nichrome wire, or we can say the potential difference across the conductor is increases, the electric current passing through the conductor is increases, right? Now another observation is there, take a ratio of V by I in each of this case, right? So if we take a ratio of 0.15, 1.5 volt divided by 0.15 ampere, it gets the answer 10, right? The ratio of V by I, right, in each of these case is a same, and it is equal to 10. See each and every values in the table and take a ratio of V by I. So V divide by I કરો તો શું થઈ જશે, તમને આન્સર શું આવશે, 10 આવશે. If we take a 1.5 volt and corresponding current 0.50 volt, 15 ampere, so 1.5 divided by 0.15 ampere, we get the value 10. 3 divided by 0.30 ampere, we also get the value 10. So in each and every case the ratio of V by I is a constant, right? So from this activity we can conclude 2 points, right? First point is, as the potential difference across the nichrome wire is increases, the electric current passing through the wire is increases. If we take any conductor, right, as the potential difference is increases, the electric current passing through the conducting wire is increasing. So you can say the graph of electric potential versus the electric current is a straight line. And second point is that the ratio of potential difference to the current passing through the conductor is constant, right? So from this activity we can say that the ratio of the electric potential applied between the two ends of the conductor and the electric current passing through the conductor is constant, right? So the German physicist Georg Simon Ohm found that the relationship between the electric current flowing through the conductor and the potential difference across is, and from the above activity the Simon Ohm found that the electric current flowing through the conductor, or we can say the metallic wire, right, is proportional, directly proportional to the potential difference V across its end, providing its temperature remains constant, right? As the temperature remains constant, the electric current flowing through a metallic wire is directly proportional to the potential difference across its end, provided its temperature remains same, right? This statement is known as the Ohm's law. So what is the Ohm's law? The electric current flowing through a metallic wire is directly proportional to the potential difference V across its two end, right? Providing the temperature remains constant, or we can say the temperature remains same. This statement is known as the Ohm's law. So to derive the mathematical form of the Ohm's law, right, potential difference is represented by V, right, and electric current is represented by I. So according to the previous activity, V is directly proportional to the I, right? Potential difference is directly proportional to the I. So according to the Ohm's law, potential difference between the two ends of the conductor V is proportional to I. We can write like this, V is proportional to I. Or we can say that the ratio of potential difference to the electric current is constant. The ratio of potential difference V divided by I. So in each and every case, V divided by I is equal to constant, and this constant is say R, right? That is the resistance of the conductor. So from this equation we can get the mathematical form of the Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. V is the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor, I is the electric current, and R is the resistance of the conductor, right? So the mathematical form of the Ohm's law is equal to V is equal to I into R, where R is the constant and that is a resistance of the conductor. So what is the resistance of the conductor? So resistance of the conductor is the property of the conductor to resist the flow of the electric charge, to oppose the flow of the electric charge. सो कंडक्टर की एक प्रॉपर्टी है जिसमें वो इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज को फ्लो होने देता नहीं है, उसको हम क्या करते हैं? रेजिस्टेंस करते हैं. उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? रेजिस्टेंस कहते हैं, राइट. द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द कंडक्टर और द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द मेटालिक वायर to resist the flow of the electric charge called the conductor. It is the property of the material. Every material has the some amount of the this property, right? That is called the resistance. So the property of the conductor to resist, to oppose the flow of the electric charge is called the resistance. So from that the SI unit of the resistance is a ohm, right? What is the SI unit of the resistance? By the name of the scientist Simon Ohm, the SI unit of the resistance is a ohm. So what is the 1 ohm resistance? So 1 ohm resistance is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. So if the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor is the 1 volt and the current passing through the conductor is a 1 ampere, then the resistance of the conductor is said to be a 1 ohm. So if the potential difference across the two conductor is a 1 volt, when we take a potential difference across the two conductor is 1 volt, and if we measure a electric current passing through this conductor, it is a 1 ampere, so we can say that the resistance of the conductor is a 1 ohm. So according to the Ohm's law, we write I electric current passing through the conductor, I is equal to V divided by R. So from that the electric current through the conductor is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. The electric current passing through the conductor is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. If we take the resistance of the conductor is double, the electric current passing through the conductor is half. So when we increase the resistance of the conductor, the electric current passing through the conductor is decreases. That is called the inversely proportional. The electric current is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. हम रेजिस्टेंस इंक्रीज करेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट क्या होगा? डिक्रीज करे होगा, और हम रेजिस्टेंस डिक्रीज करेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट क्या होगा? इंक्रीज होगा. सो द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द कंडक्टर इज यूज टू control the electric current passing through the conductor, right? So to resist the flow of the electric charge, that is called the resistance, and it used to control the electric current passing through the circuit. So component used to regulate the electric current without changing a voltage source is called the resistor. So by changing a resistance value of the resistance, we can change the electric current passing through the component, right? So variable resistance, it's a value we can change, is called the variable resistance, or we can say the rheostat. So component used to regulate the electric current without changing a voltage is called the variable resistance or a rheostat. This we can use in our fan regulator also, right? So if we turn on the fan regulator from 1 to 2, its a value of resistance is decreases from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. As we increasing this value of the regulator, the value of resistance is decreases and the electric current passing through this component is increases. So the speed of the fan is increases as we turn, as we change from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, राइट। जैसे हम फैन के रेगुलेटर चेंज करते हैं वैसे वैसे उसका रेजिस्टेंस क्या होगा, डिक्रीज होगा, एंड डिक्रीज होता हो जाएगा, और उसके हिसाब से फैन की स्पीड क्या होगी, इंक्रीज होगी। इलेक्ट्रिक करंट ज़्यादा पास होगा तो उसकी स्पीड क्या होगी, इंक्रीज होगी। सो इट इज़ यूज्ड इन द सो मैनी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपोनेंट टू control the electric current passing through the component. Now, is the electric current passing through the different component are same or different? We will see with the help of the one activity, right? So activity number 12.2. In this activity, take some instruments, take a one nichrome wire, right? Take a one nichrome wire, one 10-volt bulb, torch bulb, and ammeter. It is used to measure the electric current passing through this all the component, right? So connect, set up the circuit as shown in the figure with the help of the two or more cells of a 1.5 volt battery, right? Connect this cell with the help connect this cell with the switch which provides the electric current to the component, and in the with the series in a ammeter. In this XY, right, we place a different component and measure the electric current passing through this component. So as per the point number 1, set up the circuit by connecting the 4 dry cells of a 1.5 volt each in a series with the ammeter, leaving a gap XY in the circuit. In this gap XY, we place a different component and measure the electric current passing through this different component with the help of the ammeter one by one, right? So ऐसे हम एक सर्किट बनाएंगे जिसमें 4 ड्राई सेल लेंगे, हर एक का वोल्टेज है 1.5 वोल्ट, उसके साथ सीरीज में एक एमीटर कनेक्ट करेंगे। उसका यूज़ क्या है, एमीटर का यूज़ टू मेज़र द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, वो हमें इलेक्ट्रिक करंट मेज़र करके देगा। यहाँ पे एक्स वाई पे हमें एक गैप रखी है, उस गैप में हम डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट ऐड करेंगे, कनेक्ट करेंगे, राइट। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टेक अ निक्रोम वायर, complete the circuit by connecting a nichrome wire in a gap XY. In this gap XY, we place a nichrome wire, right, and plug the key, switch on the key, not down the ammeter reading and not down the ammeter reading. So what amount of the electric current passing through this nichrome wire we can read from the ammeter, right, and measure the electric current passing through the nichrome wire. Now take the key out of the plug. While we are connecting the other component, make sure that the plug is off, key is off, right. So take out the key from the plug. Always take out the key from the plug after measuring the current through the circuit. Now another is, take the another component, replace the nichrome wire with the torch in the circuit and find the electric current it by measuring a reading of ammeter. So instead of this nichrome wire, while we are connecting previously, right, remove this nichrome wire in a XY gap and place another torch bulb in the XY gap and measure the electric current and note down the electric current passing through the torch bulb, right. The ammeter gives the electric current passing through the torch bulb. Now repeat the above step with the help of the 10-volt bulb in a gap. Now remove this torch bulb and connect the 10-volt bulb in a XY gap and measure the electric current passing through the 10-volt bulb. Similarly, we can take the other component also, right? Place in a XY gap and measure the electric current. We can take a different wire. Instead of this nichrome wire, we can take a copper wire also. We can take a aluminum wire also. We can take a thick wire, thin wire. So with the help of this different component, we measure the electric current passing through the different component and observe that are the ammeter reading differ for the different component connected in the gap xy, right? What do the above observation indicate? So as you observe this, the electric current passing through the different component are different, right? So while we connecting the nichrome wire, 10 volt bulb, torch bulb, another copper wire, thick wire. So in all the different components, the electric current passing through the different component are different. Why this happen, right? Why this happen? Because of the resistance of the different component are different. निक्रोम वायर का रेजिस्टेंस डिफरेंट है, 10 वोल्ट बल्ब का रेजिस्टेंस डिफरेंट है, टॉर्च बल्ब का रेजिस्टेंस डिफरेंट है. इफ यू टेक अ कॉपर वायर देन उसका रेजिस्टेंस भी डिफरेंट है. सो डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट हैज द different resistance, and because of this different resistance the current passing through this component is a different. So by this activity we concluded that the electric current passing through the different component are is different, right? So you may repeat this activity by keeping any different material in the gap. We can take a conducting wire of the different material in the gap and observe the ammeter reading in each of case and analyze the observation. So from this observation we can also say that the resistance of the wire having a same length but different material has a different, and as the resistance of the different material wire is a different, the current passing through the wire is a different. So the electric current, not only the nichrome wire, the electric current passing through the nichrome wire, copper wire, aluminum wire, steel wire are different because of their different resistance. So अलग अलग मटेरियल के रेजिस्टेंस अलग अलग होते हैं, उसके हिसाब से उसका करंट भी क्या होता है, डिफरेंट होता है. नॉर्मली इन आवर हाउस वी यूज द कॉपर वायर. In the next lecture we will see how the resistance of the conducting wire depends on the which factor, right? We will see in the next lecture.